Unseen It. Unseen Radio. You're listening to Bedge Music Review Corner on Unseen Radio.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Review Corner here on Unseen Radio with me, your host Bedge. Again, we've got 3 guests reviewing 3 new local releases by artists from here in Northampton. This is the first, it's by a singer-songwriter called Charlotte Carpenter. This is In the Night.
You're killing everything you've made and everything you've done. With my feet firm on the ground, why is it me who runs? Looking through these photographs, there's one thing on my mind. Even if I really tried, I could never ever find that time. Leave me now, won't you fall asleep inside me? In the night I wake up to a million dreams. About the same thing. I tell myself time after time to stop writing these rhymes, but when I do, I think of you, and I don't have to lie. Do you feel the guilt inside when you turn out the light? Because in the night the truth can fall out. It can fall out when you don't try. Leave me now, won't you fall asleep inside me? Up to a million dreams. And it's always about the same thing. Where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go when you fall? Where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go when you fall? Where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go when you fall? Where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go, where you gonna go when you fall? Leave me now, won't you fall asleep inside me? To a million dreams. And it's always about the same thing.
That was Kettering artist Charlotte Carpenter with the title track from her In the Night EP. You can find her at charlottecarpentermusic.co.uk. She's definitely matured since her last EP, I think it goes without saying that, if anyone's familiar with that. But has she matured like a wine or more like a mature cheddar? We're going to ask our guests this today, the first of which is Broken Shackled Tabernacle DJ, Gary... That's how it's pronounced.
Like a seaman.
Heavens to broken throat.
Gary Ingham.
It's very powerful production there. It's like a cut price Daniel Lanois or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like... if she's as good as that live, that'd be pretty impressive, but I doubt she is. That's not, you know, That's not putting her down. I just imagine like in the studio, she's got a lot to back up there playing live. She's put a lot in there production-wise.
It feels very produced. But a fan of the song then?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I've heard her name before, so I was quite impressed by it. Just the production, a bit of a power in it, to be honest. Like it's very bassy. You know, I don't imagine what she's like live. I'd like to see that really before I said anything about songs.
It was, definitely come on since the last few EPs. As I was saying, she was more of a sort of teenager going, "Ooh, I'm in love" on the last. Not that the last ones weren't any good, but this has definitely sort of come on. I think the lyric "Fall asleep inside me" wouldn't have featured in any of her earlier.
I've just got a very dirty mind, and I couldn't take that bit seriously. I'm sorry.
We've got a Hailey Ducker you just heard from. How do you pronounce it? Hailz Production?
Hailz Music Management.
Hailz Music Management.
Yeah.
And this is also this one I can't pronounce.
Via Dolorosa.
That's brilliant. Right, yeah. What did you think?
Via Dolorosa, yeah. And I really liked it. It reminded me a little bit of Nina Nesbitt. I haven't heard any of her older stuff, so again, I can't really say how she's matured, if she's a cheese or a wine. Yeah. Definitely not cheesy. No. But no, I really enjoyed it. Again, like Gary was saying, it's really well produced. I really like the bass line in it. But like you said, it'd be interesting to see how she accomplishes that live. I mean, does she just do acoustic solo-y stuff? How does it work? Just her and an acoustic? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see her do a live show and see what she sounds like. But yeah, very well produced.
Unless she does a lot in Leicester, but it'll be good to see her come back to Northampton.
I kept thinking, like, this is what a problem I have with music. I always add in my head, I'm hearing other things. I'm hearing things that I could add to it. So I'd love to add a bit more, maybe some violins in there. So maybe, yeah, I so could. Don't laugh.
Oh no, I'm laughing, so I agree.
No, I could hear some more violins, maybe some more harmonies on her vocals. I think if she put some more of that in, I probably could cry. It was a cry-y song. I liked it. Oh. Well done.
And our third guest is Justin Porter, aka Justin Thyme, spelled Thyme, from the Bardic Picnic. Now, when is the Bardic Picnic?
A shameless plug.
Yes.
The Bardic Picnic is on Sunday the 4th of August at Delapre Abbey on the South Lawn from 12 noon till 11 at night, or as long as we can get away with.
Fantastic. And people compete to become the Bard of Northampton.
Indeed they can. If you're interested in becoming the Bard of the town for a year, wearing the nice superhero blue cloak, then go to www.bardic-share-northampton.co.uk and fill in the simple form there, and we'll get back to you.
And what does it mean to be the Bard of Northampton? It's not a massive commitment, is it? You don't have to
it's not
wake
massive.
up every morning and ring a bell or...
No, you don't have to. You have no onerous duties as such. But if you're a spoken word artist or a singer-songwriter, we'll promote you a little bit. We'll get you some gigs, and it's just a nice, honorary title. It's a nice thing to do, isn't it? To take on the mantle of the Bard for a while, and the sort of remit of that is really just to promote and celebrate the spoken word in the local community.
Yeah, fantastic. I know that we've got some spoken word artists coming into our review corner. Not the review corner, this is the review corner. the Lodge roll-up later on. But should we move on to Charlotte Carpenter?
Indeed, yeah.
Do you think she'd make a good bard? Or bardess?
I don't think so. I think she's a little songstress, isn't she? How old is she? She's quite young, yeah, but she sounds like she's really sort of got a lovely, mature voice there.
Yeah.
Really, really nice, yeah. I mean, the only criticism, like I agree with these guys here, that the production was amazing. That is obviously the first thing that hits you, isn't it? It's just like, wow. Yeah, I mean, my only criticism is that there seems to be, I don't know if this is something that happens periodically, I guess it is, that like most female singer-songwriters at the moment all seem to sort of want to sound like each other. She sounded a bit like Lissy. There's another one, I don't know, I lose track of them because they all sort of blend into one.
Yeah, it's easy to get samey, but I think she's definitely got her own sound, but again, I think it's more due to the fact of the production rather than songwriting.
Yeah, I just meant the tone of her voice. There's sort of like, I don't know how you put it, but definitely she's got a lot of heart there, hasn't she? There was one bit where I mean, I don't know. They say with poetry that true poetry is the test is if the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You know, there's no sort of test for quality other than that kind of visceral feeling you get. And there was definitely one moment where, you know, I had a little, ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, you don't know if that would happen if you just heard her playing it in the pub.
Yeah.
The production was that. It backed that up, didn't it? It had an atmosphere
Production
to
made
it.
your hair stand.
Well, it's not just that. Remember, you could tell it was good.
Heartfelt.
Yeah.
There was a moment. I think that's what I mean. Beyond the production, there was a little moment where she hit a note and it hit my heart. You know, without the risk of sounding
Risk of heart attack.
Yeah, the risk of coronary.
Yeah, that's the big single from the EP, but there's definitely a
big single.
Yeah, well, it is a big single.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of
very full.
More sort of stripped back stuff and more relaxing.
Is that the first track
big
on
variety.
the EP then?
Yep, I do believe, and the title track, In the Night. So, should we get people's scores out of 10? Gary. That's not a number between 1 and 10.
7.
All right.
Wow.
I'm going to go for a 7 too.
It's big. 6. just because there's
Even
a lot
though
of production. Well, on the single, as a single or a song.
Well, yeah.
As the whole thing. All right, we'll go 7 as
It
well.
hasn't been explained. I'm marking this thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're rating the thing you heard, you haven't heard that whole EP.
What's 10?
Yeah. What is 10?
Like the Bells of Heaven.
If that's what you think's the perfect thing.
That's 10.
7's all round for In the Night by Charlotte Carpenter. This is another act from Kettering, although I doubt they'll be sharing a stage at any sort of open mic with her soon. This is by Let It Die. I think you can tell what...
You crazy character.
Well, by the name alone, you sort of know what to expect. Yeah. I think the song title's going to do it even more. It's called Torture, and you might need some earplugs.
It faded. That's amazing.
Yeah, from Let It Die split EP with Monolithian out on Skin and Bones Records, which is a fantastic record label, run by Stefan from the band Knees, and Moustache Records as well on a extra heavy black vinyl. I think you need extra heavy for music like that. That was Let It Die with their song Torture. Now, Justin, you very nearly had a heart attack again there.
Oh, I loved that. That was amazing, wasn't it? That was a slab of rock.
Yeah. I think I was 2.5 minutes, if my memory serves me correct. It felt a lot more intense than that.
Well,
What
that's
did you say?
well, isn't that music? I'm not a connoisseur of that music by any stroke of the imagination, but isn't that music kind of generally a lot shorter? Isn't that sort of like 3 minute? I mean, like 1 minute tracks, 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, or it can be longer.
Well, clearly, that was. It felt like like Gary was saying. That was the thing that stood out for me was the slow fade there. It was like some kind of hideous carnival had come to town, and you were made to stand there and watch it and listen to it, and then it's just slowly disappearing down Gold Street somewhere. What I don't know. What can you say? Yeah, for what it was good, wasn't it? If you like that sort of thing. That sounds terribly pedestrian of me. If you like that sort of thing, I suppose that was quite good, really. There was some nice tweaks in it, a nice bit of sudden stop and feedback, and the guy, wow, whoever's singing that was, is clearly not going to have any vocal cords past about sort of 25, 30, is he? So, yeah, it was all right.
Where he just suddenly stops and just yells, "Torture!"
That's what he was saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How did you know that?
That was in the title, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the
Clue was in the
It's
title.
not that
Clues in
hard
the title.
Some of the
Have
lyrics.
you got a lyric sheet with you?
No.
You'd be probably incredibly surprised, eh?
Yeah, usually they are with people like that.
Yeah, sensitive, probably.
Yeah. Obviously, that's there as a joke track, right? Because we aren't in a position to really judge that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, that's sort of the idea of the show.
But I always think with bands like that, it's more of a live thing anyway. It's like critics don't have a place in music like that. They never have. Like from Black Sabbath, like they were slagged as well. So there are live experience bands like that. I've heard bands like that before and enjoyed it live, but the record's just nondescript for me. It's not my sort of thing.
But do you think the record, in terms of someone who would be interested in going and seeing them live, definitely sort of attracts you to one of their gigs?
I think so. I mean, there's nothing half-hearted about it. I mean,
No,
yeah, you can say that
it
about
feels
any
like a
band.
good night out.
I used to be in a band, and I used to go to the rehearsal room following a thrash band, and the microphone stank. So I'm not judging the whole crew on that.
You're tarring them all with the
I'm
same
tiring
brush.
all that dirty microphone, but I don't know what they get up to, those people. It stank.
What did it stink of?
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously.
If that's breath, he's got problems.
If that's breath, keep it.
But people are it's easy to swipe at bands like that, but if you don't understand it, you're not into it, shut your mouth, really, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting feedback. Hailey?
It hits you like a sledgehammer to the face to start with, doesn't it? I can kind of see
That's
the
a
direction
quote for
they're
the album.
going. Thank you very much. I can see where they're going. I can see the direction they're going, but it's just not really working for me. I'm not really a fan of shouty, let's throw things at each other and catch AIDS kind of music, really.
Off the microphone.
Off the microphone. But no, I like Slayer and I like Sabbath and people like that. But again, like you were saying, it's definitely an experience. It's hard to judge someone by just sitting back and listening to it in a little studio. It's one of those, you have to go and experience it. It's about the whole atmosphere and how the crowd react to the band and how
Yeah,
how
sort of
it
a
is
sunny
there.
Monday evening listening to...
No, it's not a chill out track,
No.
is it? No. Yeah.
But bands like that always surprise you. I bet they could do an acoustic album.
They
You
probably
really love
could.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see like an underlying melody, but it was just trying to creep out, and every so often he'll go, "No, it's torture," and then it's lost again. And there were some really nice bassy bits in there that I really liked, and then again, it was trying to come up for air and then getting suffocated again.
Lost in its own intensity.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see him do an acoustic track.
You can't knock intensity
Be
and
cool.
a bit of a tempo, though. I mean,
No.
Yeah,
it's got a big place.
it's definitely got a market.
Scores out of 10.
But 6 out of 10.
Whoa, that's a difference in really enjoying something and giving it a 6 out of 10, isn't it?
I really enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was as musically interesting as Charlotte.
Fair enough.
Was it Charlotte?
Yes, it is indeed. Gary
A 5, because, fool such as I, what do I know?
and Hailey.
I'm really sorry, boys. I'm going to give you a 4.
Oh.
You're probably really nice guys and don't have AIDS.
Yeah.
You never know.
Look, could you just say, we don't let the panel believe you can catch AIDS from microphones.
Don't get AIDS from playing live music.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I've tried.
Wasn't my thing.
yeah, groupies are thin on the ground these days.
I'll check him out at a gig, though.
Yeah.
Give him a chance, I would, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Right, here's our third and final band of the review corner. They're called Falling and Fair. They're based in Birmingham at the moment, but the lead singer was born and grew up and raised, and he's a Northampton lad. This is from their second album. It's called Songbook, and the track is called Luck.
If luck be a lady, then he's a lucky man. Those with good luck and no bad luck and no good at all.
It's so pointlessly easy to get over this jealousy.
If it's moving on out of here, then Lisbon, here we come. You go forward, I'll shuffle sideways.
You're so beautifully lovely, but there's nothing but jealousy.
Because you are the only one who give your loved one a ticket to run away. You don't wanna go to, 'cause it would jeopardize the both of you. Unlucky cards, lucky in love. I didn't get anything. It's above.
It's so pointlessly easy to get over this jealousy.
Because you are the only one who'd give your loved one a ticket to run away. You don't wanna go to, 'cause it would jeopardize the both of you. It's so pointlessly easy to give your loved ones a ticket to get over this jealousy. So
You don't wanna go to, 'cause it would jeopardize
there's
the both.
nothing but jealousy. Because you are the only one to give your loved one a ticket to get over this jealousy.
You're so
You don't wanna go to the free, 'cause it would jeopardize the both of you. You are the only one who'd give your loved one a ticket to run away. You don't wanna go to, 'cause it would jeopardize the both of you.
Falling and Fair there on the Unseen Radio review corner. Hailey, what did you think of that?
I think I'm still asleep. No, I'm not. I'm joking. It's a bit cutesy pie for me, really. It's all sort of fairies and wonderlands and rainbow clouds and everything's so pretty and nice and but I like the ending. Not the.
Well, you like the fact that it was over.
No. It had some interesting sort of harmonies at the end. How they sort of overlapped each other. I liked that, but I think it went on a little bit long at the end when they just did they're good singers. But yeah, it's just a bit too cutesy pie for my liking. Yeah. Stick some thrash metal over it.
You want them to collaborate with Let It Die?
Yeah, it'd be interesting. They could bring the melody, and then Let It Die can
Bring the sentiment.
bring the wrath. Yeah.
All right, Gary.
Yeah, I thought that the only sentiment was really forced in that. The strings were really pushing at the end, and you didn't feel any sentiment at all. I felt a bit sick.
Yeah.
And the voices didn't meld together at all. It's just, I don't know if there's just two people who've met in drama school or something. But you get a lot of that these days.
Yeah.
I think that's probably
That's
how it's produced
brilliant.
as well, because I found that her vocals seemed to be a little bit louder than his.
Yeah, she's
So that
trying to be
could be-
louder because she wants the gig. But
Yeah, probably.
Well, he's produced it, so maybe it's the fact that sort of he's.
She
She's a
wants
better
to
singer
shag.
than him. Or that.
Yeah, we can't put that out. Or maybe we can. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's less confident in his vocals.
I don't think he's less confident. I get the feeling he's pretty confident. They're all very confident, and they've got nothing to offer the world whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, right, and I'm just sorry here, Justin. You're not going to have time to give your opinion on that. I'm sorry. We're going to have to finish this.
No, don't worry.
Go ahead.
swear.
Please tell us
I just,
what you.
I thought that Let It Die, you know, that was the band that would make you expect to feel feelings of suicide and wanting to tear your own face off, and rip your own beard off and pull your own teeth out. But I don't know what it was. It shouldn't have done, but you know, for what it was. But the collective experience of that, all the pieces of that record together, I couldn't stand being in this room. If it was on the radio, I'd turn it off immediately. I'm sorry, whoever you are. That was awful.
Have we just lost all our listeners?
No,
Don't worry,
it
they're going
was
to
just-
Virgin FM pretty soon.
I feel traumatized. I seriously feel. I'm not exactly. I feel traumatized. I really do. I feel dreadful. I wish you'd have played that track first, and then, you know, played them in the different order. You
And then we
know.
could have finished. Yeah.
Like your ears have been
I'm sorry.
violated.
I feel responsible.
No, it's all right. I'll recover.
I thought.
Stick
Could
some
be
of that
fine.
thrash metal band on again and recover.
So should we get the marks out of 10?
They need a lot more work. So for now, I'll give you a 3.
Yeah, but they're going to be very powerful in future, so I can tell they're going to do very well. So I'll give them an 8. Because they might give me a job one day. Something like that.
Well, I don't want.
Really? So you're
What
saying
do you
that's
I'll
your,
give them an 8, who cares either way?
that's true. Yeah. All right, and Justin.
It's okay. I don't feel. I mean, I don't feel entirely comfortable with this idea of sitting here, you know, saying what I think about other people's music, being poetry being my forte, and that's questionable. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will like this. It's just not my thing at all, and I agree with Gary. And yeah, I think you put it right when you said that it was a very forced sentiment, and forced sentiment is like an enema, isn't it? You know?
And out of 10, that
Oh, sorry.
translates to
3 because musically they're clearly competent.
yes. Should we go for the favourite tracks of the evening? I think I can predict what it's going to be, but let's go through. Hailey.
It's got to be Charlotte all the way. Very melodic, very cute voice. I liked her very much, yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, Charlotte, she's got a very mature voice, great production, decent song. Yeah, definitely.
And Gary.
Yeah, I'll go with that, but I really can't remember it even now, though. Not greatly, so...
But if Falling and Fair are listening, give them a job.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, well, yeah, that means that Falling and Fair with Luck was our lowest rated track of the night, followed by Let It Die with their song Torture, but the winner, as we've all agreed, is Charlotte Carpenter with In the Night. Join us again on... Oh, that sounded a bit weak as link there.
Is that what they cut out?
Yeah, please come again to see us here at the Review Corner. I've been Bedge from the Bedge Music blog. You've been listening to Unseen Radio. Stick around for everything that we've got next. Over and out.